just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down to a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st down throw, O'Connell. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Caught by Mayer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL, but just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places, and we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10. Now it's O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw here, O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And O'Connell now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Jones. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Inside handoff now, Miller. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Giants are back within a score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now a 2nd and 10. Opting to run again here with White. As shedding the tackle and now some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll go up the middle with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, O'Connell. Open man is Tucker. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion right goes Adams. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Timberland.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 1 second left in the half. On is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground, right again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now O'Connell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tucker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
White running to the left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, it's White. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give to White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Adams the man in motion right. Looking to throw. O'Connell. On the crossing route, complete. It's Myers. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. O'Connell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. O'Connell. He finds Miller here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. White, he'll try the left side. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's O'Connell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Carlson is good, and it will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Dom Capers. Other side. Great.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. This is caught by Tucker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. On a handoff, it's White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a carry for White. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover. But it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one a victory for the Raiders.